So,
Yes, sir.
what is going on?
How are we doing?
How are you?
Man, you guys waste no time, huh?
Go right to it. We're on the air live. This is live.
Hilarious.
You
I
get,
love it.
You get it. You know what it's like to go streaming. We're on the air for almost 3 hours now.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
We're doing a U right now.
We
We're
just finished
doing
up, and I've just been meandering around right now.
It's
God
phenomenal.
almighty.
Did Pat really address this Brett Favre thing this morning?
Oh, yeah, right off the bat.
I
Let the
love
show it.
He just told it like it was.
Yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like,
Nothing. That's exactly what it's
we read what was being reported.
right?
You
So
know,
that's it.
couple snide comments.
Right,
You
yeah,
know, I
yeah.
don't think any of it was untrue. And the most important part was that we said allegedly, because it is all alleged.
It's
right.
all allegedly.
That's it. You say allegedly.
Everything.
That's good.
Everything's allegedly.
How's the week been?
It's been good, man. It has been less hectic than last year, I want to say. It's been more streamlined. We've
Yeah.
been laying low, though.
Right.
You
You've
have.
been, yeah.
We've been, we
you
do the
have.
show, bounce out of here, take care of some other things, and then we've been pickleballing at night. We got swept up in the pickleball craze.
How's the pickleball game?
Pretty good, man. It's intense.
Yeah?
It gets real intense over there.
Who's the best?
AJ Hawk
Wow.
and Ty Schmidt are pretty damn good, pretty formidable team.
Ty, I would have put lower on the list. Ty's got the
Sneaky.
pickleball game, really?
He's got a great two-hand backhand.
Oh, shit.
And
That
AJ, he
always gets
complements AJ well. And then Pat, obviously being the athlete that he is.
Right.
And then we got another guy, Bruce Brown. Him and
Yeah,
Pat have made
Bruce,
an incredible
really?
team. Yeah, they've been tough.
Do you play solo or do you play always teams?
Doubles. Yeah, we haven't played solo yet. We're not into moving that much.
There's not a lot of
not
movement
into
in
moving,
doubles pickleball, though, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah?
There's
You
a lot
get
of
'em
there's a
moving?
lot of guys that are pretty sore right now.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah.
I have not played this game yet.
That was the first time I had played myself.
Is
I
it
can see
fun?
why people love it. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
fun.
Because you don't have to be a superior athlete to be competitive
Right.
and keep a game close and enjoy yourself.
It's like big ping
I
pong.
was very skeptical myself. I see all
Okay.
these athletes and celebrities buying into teams.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
You get
yeah.
all this national. I'm like, what is the deal? And then you realize, like, oh, like literally anyone can play this game. You can have kids playing this game. You can have senior citizens playing this game.
And you have both, actually.
Yeah.
At the same time. Like, I mean, seriously,
Yes.
that's exactly who's playing it. Before we get to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you and Gumpy been killing it with the hockey talk.
Thank you.
It's been really good, and I've been
Thank
talking
you.
to him. I'm sick that he couldn't come.
Yeah, we
but,
all
you
are.
know, right?
We
It's been-
love you,
it's-
Gump.
GB.
Yeah.
I texted you.
Penguins making the playoffs?
Boy, it's looking.
We just had Todd Furman come in and say, yes, I don't think so. What do you think?
Everyone I ask keeps saying the same thing, and they keep saying yes. Everyone is like,
But we're
yes.
watching the games, Nicky, with
They're
the
right.
goalies.
I think it all depends on what happens here at the deadline. I think that'll tell us a lot.
They
If
make a move?
If they stand pat, which tells me they don't believe in what they have this season, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to make the playoffs, let alone a playoff run. If they add something, and it doesn't have to be a big addition,
Right.
because they don't have a lot of space. Not a lot of teams do. But you don't need to go out and get a Vladdy Tarasenko like the Rangers did, although I like that move for them.
Yeah.
You just need some bottom six guys. You need some depth roles. You need some guys who can be game managers, who can play a third-line
Bob
center role.
Aries, some
Yes,
Troy Loney,
yes.
some stuff from
Muckers,
back in the
grinders.
day, right?
Like, literally,
grinders.
Kasperi Kapanen has no spot in this lineup.
Right.
Very talented player, but it's not working out. So if you can flip him for someone who can literally just skate, maybe take a face-off or two and kill penalties, that's an upgrade to your lineup.
Great. We could do all of that.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So it's gonna be tight. They got to figure out the goaltending situation. Jari's practicing. He's not playing yet. We'll see.
Right.
It doesn't look great right now.
I have
though.
to ask this question. I got to get stretched and loose. We named the show Bostonian versus the book.
Yep,
We
yep,
had
yep.
one discussion about it and said, let's go with this. BVB, it's been great. Fucking Bruins going to win a Stanley Cup. I mean,
Oh,
he's
boy.
like he's a hockey guy now. Every night they fucking
Oh
win.
yeah,
They cover
I've
the
seen
puck
this. Boston
line.
Connor is doing the same thing.
Oh,
All of a
it's
sudden, he's a
unbelievable,
massive
right?
Bruins
You
fan.
need to stop saying now. That, like, I just found this fucking sport
No,
yesterday.
but like every day they win. That's enough.
Yes.
At
that's
this
new.
point,
That's new.
it's really tough to go against them because usually in the NHL you see a handful of teams that are at that level going into the playoffs. Maybe 3 to 4 teams. Last year it was like Colorado, Tampa.
Right.
You know,
They're that much better than everyone else
right now.
right?
This year it seems like it's only the Bruins. However, like we've seen in the past, usually the teams that go on to win the President's Trophy and have these incredible regular
Don't mind
seasons
them.
Yeah.
don't have this
Fair.
incredible playoff success.
Yes.
Fair.
But
But
I will say, Boston has guys who've been there and done it before. Bergeron's, Martians.
Oh.
They're not going to fall into that
Krejci
trap.
move is the one that no one talks about because he wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
Like, you brought back one of the best Bruins of my life, and he wasn't supposed to be there. That they're putting guys. They have a guy in Taylor Hall in the third line. He was
Yeah.
the MVP of the freaking league.
Guys are slotted correctly now,
I mean-
and I think they'll swing for the fences at the deadline. I think they'll be
Yeah.
a team that goes out and gets somebody. If they can get like another center to just beef up down the middle, like Jonathan Taves, if you can pull off something like that.
Oh,
like you
God.
don't
Is there talk of that?
there should be. I mean, there's talk about moving Taves out of Chicago. You don't need him to play 20 minutes a
No.
night.
No.
You can have him at 3C. Like,
Oh,
you know,
man.
I take it. You guys, when you come to events like this, how different is it now than what it was, say, a couple of years ago?
for me, this is only my second time.
Oh, last year was the first time? for
Yeah,
you?
so last year was
Oh.
my first time. So that should give you the answer there in and of itself. Like before, it would just be a couple of the guys going. It would be Pat and like a
Yeah.
handful of the guys, just
Right.
enough to bare bones just do the show.
Right.
Now we got everybody coming.
Yeah.
Shout out to FanDuel setting up that massive stage
my
over
God.
there,
Oh,
hooking it up with all
unbelievable.
their tech people, and it's amazing. And I saw someone tweet this. And I wish I would have thought of it myself. I kind of saw it happening, but I didn't really process it. It's not really Radio Row anymore,
No.
right?
I
Media.
call it media
Yeah.
row.
Media
That's
row.
what
it's
everybody's
just
doing
right,
now.
Yeah,
Media.
because it's not radio.
You'll see a handful of radio stations, but now, man, it's everybody's doing the podcast,
But
everybody's doing the YouTube, and
You
it's
guys,
awesome.
You guys just got voted the #1 nationally syndicated sports radio show in,
That's hilarious.
in America.
by
We're not. Do they know we're not on the radio?
No, no. They missed that part of the equation. He sent me the text, and I'm like,
Wait.
"What am I missing here?" Because they're not on the radio. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are.
we just had to
I don't
get
know.
you in
Stuff
there,
like
yeah.
that is like incredibly cool to hear, obviously, but we
Right.
try not to pay too much attention to it because it's like who's making these rankings
Right.
and things. And
Other program directors in the business. You beat Cowherd. You beat all the big names in the sports
Hilarious.
radio network.
Yeah, well, that's a credit to Pat in the sense that we can do whatever we want because we don't have
Yeah.
corporate sponsorships to answer to.
Amen
We're
to
not
that.
beholden to. And Pat makes his own way. He's a maverick. He makes his own way in the business world and
Right.
stands by his own decisions. Takes a lot of people are like, oh, he's got it easy. Well, no. Like you got to
No.
put yourself into a position to be able to do that. It takes a lot of guts. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. So shout out to him for that and bringing us all along for the ride.
What? Speaking of going along for the ride, what was the college football stuff like? Like when you guys went, I mean, I was texting you on the sideline because you were on a camera once. You didn't even know you were on.
I think I told you, I was like, I didn't know I was going to be on until
I-
a minute before we went. Like,
Really?
he said something, he's like, oh, yeah, maybe we'll get you on with Ty down there. I was like, okay, but, like, at the Peach Bowl, the game before that, I had just walked the sidelines and, like, captured footage.
Right.
I just filmed everything. And
Go
then,
to Foxy.
yeah, so Foxy was with one group of guys, and I was with the other on the other
Nice.
sideline.
Okay.
And I like to do a little bit of everything. So,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, well, we're not going to be able to have as many people physically on the field roaming the sideline, but we have the suite. You'll just stay in the suite. I was like, okay, well, there's not really much for me to capture in the suite.
Right.
So I was like, what am I really going to be doing? So, like, literally as he came back, I said literally like 1,000 times, as he came back from game day,
Yep.
he had like 10 minutes to change and everything. And he just ran through, changed. He's like, all right, you and Ty over there. So I walked over there, and then we were live on
Right.
ESPN2
Yeah.
a
just
minute later.
Looking at the
So,
camera,
yeah,
like,
and then
what
they-
was going on
they wouldn't
here?
cut away from
They
us.
wouldn't cut away.
We were just supposed to be chime in for
Yeah,
a line
a
or two,
quick-
a little
right.
bit, and
Yeah.
then pull away. And so I was just staring at the camera because they wouldn't cut away, and I didn't want to be that doofus like looking around.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we weren't talking. It was like,
Right.
okay, guys, you can take us off screen now. But
But I mean, you were at the national championship.
yes.
Like, do you
Yes.
believe all like that? That had to be pretty cool. And you're like sitting there, and then the game was bad. The championship.
yeah,
game
that
was-
one.
that was-
But the Peach Bowl was incredible.
Was
the week before
incredible.
that.
Comes around, goes
So
around.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get. I'm not supposed to be there anyway, so I'm just enjoying
It was
the ride.
fun
Enjoy
to
the
watch.
ride,
I'm
man.
not gonna lie, it was fun to watch. We were texting during it and just watching it. Like, the boys have made it.
Well, that's all we
This
think
is-
about
this
is when
is
you're
fun.
trying to do something like that. Is like, what are our friends watching this? Like, what do they want to see and hear and
That's it,
be
dude.
entertained and
That's
like?
it.
That's phenomenal. It's a great way of
You
looking
know?
at it. I mean,
Yeah,
it really is.
That's all.
Are you going to the game? You guys going home? Where are you on the Sunday for the big game?
We will be watching the game. I believe we'll be streaming some of us
Nice.
watching the game on Sunday night from the Thunderdome back in Indianapolis.
Yes.
We
Nice.
are. Pat's doing the rounds right now.
Oh,
you guys will
beautiful.
probably catch him here in a little bit.
Excellent. Okay.
And then we are out of here tonight.
Smart.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all of you.
We learned from last year.
Last year. Yeah.
There's
Friday
no
night, nothing good happens tonight. If you stay, nothing good happens.
No, we're just gonna
Yeah.
gonna get out of here. We're gonna get home. Everyone wants to get home to their significant others. And,
Right.
And we're all adults now. You know,
Yep.
a couple of us a couple of guys are in their early 20s, but for the most of us, we're all.
Connor's not an adult.
That's why I was.
Most
of us.
Connor's not an
yeah.
adult. Come
Well,
on.
he's got to get home and play his video games.
Right, that's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Who wins on Sunday?
I like the Eagles,
Amen.
and I know that's the popular, trendy pick.
It is.
Who
But
cares? Everyone has like somebody.
Yeah.
here's why. I believe in the offensive and defensive lines. They are better in both regards.
Yes.
Agreed.
I know it's Patrick Mahomes on the other side, and he's incredibly talented. He's the guy right now. However, I look at what the Bucs did to him in that Super Bowl. I think the Eagles will be able to do something similar. And people are talking about the Eagles' secondary. Like, I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's that bad. And the Chiefs don't have Tyreek Hill anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they got a banged up Juju.
Yeah.
McCole Hardman's out, I believe, right?
Yep.
Has that been decided? Yeah. So MVS, yeah, talented, but
Over, under.
over.
You like over?
Yeah.
Okay, me
Yeah.
too.
Eagles. In
He
the
likes
under.
under.
I like Eagles in the under, but I mean I could be talking to the over. I like the Eagles more than the total, so I agree with you on that.
Do you have one prop? Anything
I
that
mean,
you've heard
hey,
or liked or anything?
Morency came on our show
Oh no.
Oh no!
a
what
little
did he
bit
give
ago,
you?
and he rattled off about, no joke, 13 to 15
Easy.
props.
Does it to me every night.
Yeah, he gave the one he loved was the under 1.5 yard for shortest touchdown score.
Every year.
Every year.
That's a consistent bet.
It
too.
hit last year. I was on it last year. Hit
The
last
one
year.
that Pat always loves and he preaches about is the opening kickoff not being a touchback because it is a brand new out-of-the-box football.
Did he go with that again? Is
I
Pat,
think, yeah, he's gonna be on it
Pat
again this
selling
year.
He was
Okay.
the one.
I know. He
remember
told
last,
us. I know.
last year was
I
that was
know,
the
he told
running
us.
thing last year.
He told me. I told everybody. Pat said this.
Uh-huh.
So, and then it.
Yeah,
wasn't
so
a
those
touchback.
two are, it happens.
It happens. You lose. Yeah.
But those
Yeah,
two,
everybody
I will
knows.
be
Yeah.
hammering, and then the rest I still have to look through. That's probably what tomorrow will be. Tomorrow I'll go
Yeah.
through,
Right.
scroll through, and find some
This
good
is
stuff
the
in there.
Westgate packet. This is what it looks
Stupid.
like. 38
Yeah, it's
pages
insane.
of Insaneness.
It is insane.
There's some good hockey ones though. Crossover hockey bets.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I
there's
like
a
that. I
lot
gotta
of
dig into that.
crossover, Yes.
All right, man. We got to wrap, but thank you so much for
No, I
coming.
appreciate
This
you
was
guys.
awesome.
Thank
We
you so
really
much
do.
for
Thank
having
you so
me.
much. Great seeing you.
Seeing
Keep
you.
doing what you guys are doing, man. We watch
You
you every
too.
day.
We
We
love
love
it.
what you guys are doing.
Love
You guys
it.
are
Keep
absolutely
crushing.
phenomenal. Nikki Skates from the Pat McAfee.